Hey everybody. Did another archive run today. I found some really interesting stuff. Hey Kathleen. And I finally found a picture of James Collins, the abolitionist lawyer, today. Among other cool things. Emerita. I found some Whitechapel stuff that might even be too much for the after hours tours. Yeah, there's Miles. Right, Miles? That's correct. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Christy. Hey, everybody. Oh, there goes, this music doesn't last as long, you know, so. Hey, Martin, whatever you're into. I'll talk more when we get going. Hey, Bridget and Mary Jo. Hey, Mom. Different kind of Whitechapel, Rodney. I got a really cool new Holmes Murder Castle thing, though. It'll go out tomorrow with the serial killer tier. From this radio show, they sent me like a scrapbook a guy had of Hawk stuff that had some editions of the Hearst papers in New York that I guess didn't make it into the microfilm. So pretty cool stuff. I was kind of hesitant to go on this guy's show. I think he's kind of conservative, but it's not really the focus of the show, and he bribed me, so. Still, I'm ready to bail if it comes to that, so. Aloha, Dad. Hey, Becky. Over on YouTube. Anybody else feel like a hula right now? Hello, Hawaii, can I come over? Hey, Grandma Bell. Hey, Chris, Rodney, and Gladys. Hey, everybody. Yeah, money talks, they don't bribe me with money on radio shows. Pugnant. Hey, Masha. I'm gonna go ahead and let that Hawaii music go one more time through. Hey Megan, hey Amy, hey Geraldine. Alright, here we go. Hey Elaine. It didn't feel hot at first on Northerly Island last night, which is really a peninsula. But by the end I felt hot. By the end I felt wrecked. Tomorrow I may not be able to get on for Finder Grant tomorrow. I'm going to Cincinnati. I am drinking a pineapple jalapeno margarita, poisonally. everybody. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Illinois. Doing all right on my end. I've taken some interviews that I thought were kind of questionable before. The time I did one for Russian TV. But it was one of the better interviews, honestly. They'd actually read the book on the H.H. Holmes thing. It was before the war started, anyway. Sue, no, this is work. Hey, June. You are working right now. You are working. Be careful with dihydrogen monoxide. That stuff will kill you. Like 2 inches of that stuff is enough to kill you. And it's in every school. Alright, latecomers, you got about 15 seconds. Not that you can hear this because you're not here yet. But the Hawaii music is about to wind down. I saw Mitch McConnell with the other turtles down in the sewer with Vanilla Ice, and Vanilla Ice looked at me. Here we go.
Chicago, 1893. Blast off into outer space. Drink till you're flat on your face. From the comfort of your home. So if you go alone, one day you'll find that place in France. And don't come crying to us if you pee your pants. Time travel, pub crawl. Time travel, pub crawl. Time travel, pub crawl. Yeah!
Alright, welcome along, everybody. I'm Adam Seltzer from Mysterious Chicago Tours. With me, as always, is Miles. Party on, Miles. And Ember is down here below, looking upwards with wonder as well. Alright, party on, Miles. Party on, Ember. It is the virtual time travel pub crawl. I don't know if you guys all know about this, but I'm Adam Seltzer, Mysterious Chicago, author of such books as The Smart Aleck's Guide to American History. What is that one doing in there? And so in 1915, there was a submarine diver who dug against some kind of big thing that turned out to be the wreck of a 40-foot-long homemade submarine, or at least that was how they announced it. They put it on display on South State Street. At that point, it kind of disappears off of the record, but, well, we found it. Turns out it's actually not just a submarine, it is a time machine. I found it in the archives. And I was in the archives today, in fact. I was at the, I've been in 3 archives this week. I was at the University of Chicago Special Collections. I was at the Newberry Library the other day. And today I went to the Chicago History Museum's archives and checked out their holdings on the Whitechapel Club and found the text of the Whitechapel Club's theme song. Their version of the Mickey Mouse Club song. It was never in the newspapers. About the only word they could print in it is constipation. It's bad. So maybe one of these days at one of the virtual time travel pub crawls or something when we feel like being really problematic, we'll go ahead and sing the Whitechapel theme song. Also finally found a picture this week of James H. Collins and a whole lot about Poetry Magazine founder Harriet Monroe's secret boyfriend. was going through all of his papers today. And that's a scandalous story. Generally, I think these kind of things are none of my business, but sometimes I just get too damn curious when they leave the clues sitting out where you can find them, and then brag that they left clues out someplace. So, got to do some really cool stuff, like letters she had from Robert Louis Stevenson, letters from Louis Sullivan. I saw stuff on the Burnham and Root letterhead, all kinds of neat stuff over the last few days, just digging stuff up and digging stuff up. That's what I do, but we are using our Fool Killer submarine to go around the different pubs from around the time and space. And this is our annual Endless Summer one, which is effectively the Tiki Tour. So this is Polynesia, an area about 1,000 miles out of Australia, closer to Australia, same way that lake by Santa Fe is like 70 miles from Santa Fe. So, going back in time a little bit, during World War II, a lot of American soldiers were stationed down here in Polynesia, the Polynesian Triangle from Hawaii out to the Fiji Islands and everything. This was kind of recontextualized in things like South Pacific, where they talked about Bali High, your special island. Now, so these were people, you think, how are you going to keep them down on the farm after you've seen Paris? How about after they've seen this? And then they go back to either whatever farm they came from or to towns like Levittown. In the post-war boom, they needed a lot of housing fast, so the suburbs developed at a tremendous rate, including things such as Levittown, which had cheap pre-planned houses, all set up for growth, but pretty soon it had become a symbol of vast conformity. And I actually got to go to Levittown about a year ago, so here I am right outside. I knew it mainly from a Billy Joel song. Children lived in Levittown, hid in the shelters underground, till the Soviets turned their ships around, tore the Cuban missiles down. An AAAA rhyme from Dr. Billy Joel right there. Well, then I decided a smiling shot in Levittown, I should look more bland and conforming there. So this led to things like the man in the gray flannel suit, about how difficult a lot of guys had it coming back from the war, how troubling it was to try to readjust to civilian life, and also to try to deal with the PTSD of what they had seen in the South Pacific, most of which was not pleasant. But building up this kind of cartoon version of Polynesian culture allowed them to sort of recontextualize what they had experienced. Or anyway, that's what we tell ourselves, probably, which is a way of making ourselves feeling better, that this is often a really problematic way of looking at Polynesian culture. But one of the first to do it particularly well was a guy by the name of Don the Beachcomber, who looks remarkably like my brother in this shot. We see the women over there standing there smoking. You could still smoke in restaurants back then. This was the original Don the Beachcomber's place out in California. And pretty soon there was this, there were postcards like this. You see all these guys in their gray flannel suits. This really kind of set the bar for what tiki culture was going to be. There's always the thatched roof. There were these glowing colored lights up at the top. Usually you had to cross some sort of water to get into the place, and really just a whole lot of palm trees and a whole lot of fancy drinks. This is Don Beach himself in his later years. Those are actual horns of enemies that he has killed and eaten himself, probably. You can see things, Don the Beachcomber, host a diplomat and beachcomber, prince and pirate. Whether you were a prince or a pirate, you could hang out at Don the Beachcomber's place. We'll take a look here at his 1941 menu. This is actually before World War II, before anybody had things to recontextualize. But we can see the Barbados Punch going for $1.10. Barbados Swizzle, 95 cents. Now, it's one thing not to include your actual recipes here, as a lot of these recipes were carefully guarded secrets, but to not even say what it tastes like is a little bit trickier to me. Was there, I wonder if they must have had some kind of thing to tell you what these things all were. A coconut rum you can kind of get. Now, these prices look great to us right now. A cocktail for $1.10. This probably, adjusted for inflation, is about $30 a cocktail here on average. By the 1950s, they at least had pictures, so you kind of knew what you were getting. Demerara Dry Float looks good. The prices did not go up too much. I don't know, a lot of them were 95. Well, more of them were 95 cents then. See if I can do a quick comparison here. What was, are any of these the same drinks? Shark's Tooth. Yeah, Shark's Tooth was $1.10 in 1941 and $1.25. That is like a 15% jump or thereabouts. But it all looks pretty delicious. But, well, anyway, why don't we just see what Don the Beachcomber himself has to say here at his place.
Aloha. Welcome to Don the Beachcomber. People call me Don Beach.
It's because it's your name, right?
According to the courts, it is now. Come on in, the birthplace of Tiki culture in America. I've traveled around the world and brought a slice of South Pacific home for you.
Really? Where exactly did you sail?
A little bit of everywhere, my good man. I'm no stranger to the seven seas. I can tell you tales of adventure, excitement, exotic worlds, and tropical flavors.
True tales?
As true as you'd like them to be.
Well, I know a thing or two about liars, you know.
Why don't we get you a drink? I have over 60 tropical cocktails on my menu. All enough to transport you to a Tahitian paradise, all Don Originals.
Originals, huh?
Maybe try a zombie if you think you're strong enough.
All right. How about a couple of some Mai Tais?
My true classic. Now you're talking. Take some dark rum, light rum, some lime juice, orange curacao, some orgeat, and mix them all together.
Nice of you to share the recipe with us.
Who said I did that? There's imitators all over the world. Maybe I told you one of their Mai Tai recipes and fed you one of mine.
Well, it's delicious either way, so thanks, Don.
Sail in anytime.
We do. Every summer we sail in to see Don the Beachcomber. Yeah, it's about time for the dead ringers to do a little bit more here. $1 in 1941 equals $22.80 today. I think we ought to probably readjust for that for more recent inflation. Plus, it's a different thing. Like, people back then didn't have to pay cable bills. Most of them didn't even have to pay phone bills just yet. You know, these inflation adjusters are never entirely reliable. We don't have to pay for horses nearly as much as they did either. But take a quick look here. Don the Beachcomber did eventually open in Chicago over in the Streeterville area. It was not far away from the Hancock building and the Bloomingdale's building, and this is a look at the inside of that. Now, what we're going to show here is, normally we've had Rich Kruger has done his song Kenny's Bar. It's always Christmas in this bar. Rich Kruger is a friend of mine, plays around Chicago quite a lot. This year, instead of his old solo acoustic rendition, I try to just show the music video. Check this out. This is incredible work. The bar's kind of wrecked now. It's all corporate and frat boyish. Back then,
it's always Christmas in this bar, and it's always St. Pat's and also Halloween. Nothing here's ever thrown away. Here real art always has its say. Kenny hangs a brand new work just about every 30 days. Look around, it's the 4th of July. It's always Christmas in this bar. At the bar, regular proves once more he's just a xenophobic jerk. The piano is always out of tune, but just the keys that work. The sound man drinks the night away. This mix might lead you to say that you have entered hell, but on hell's most festive holiday. Oh, and it ain't only the piano that's been drinking. I tip my hat to Kenny, that is if I can only find my hat. And there's a ringo built of stars that hovers proudly o'er the bar. And someone's playing that house guitar. It's always Christmas in this bar. Johnny's back from his last bender. He's mixing cocktails behind the bar. He wears silver rings and he's put on a broad brimmed smile. He's got a brand new turquoise bolo tie. For every woman he's got a line. There'll be one more bender, but he won't return that time. Outside on the corner, the young and old share their papers, their pipes and their pot. Some still smoke tobacco, the weed says louder, up yours to the cops. One late night, some guy drove a drunken car through the front wall right into the bar. Thank God the pizza oven lived, or some of us might just starve. Sunday meal. All you need to do is say one prayer and buy yourself a couple beers. Yeah, I always tip the cook if I find he's still standing. And I'm proud to say I ain't never thrown up after eating here. Well, somewhere on the earth there may be a bar I find stranger. And the sound man and some women are real glad Johnny's gone. But a stranger's just a stranger here for less than one half a beer. And the only fear we gotta fear is when last call's called. And it ain't only the piano that's been drinking. Tell me, Harold, have you seen people juggle people with their feet? And Picasso and George Birdshaw hold court over Kenny's lovely bar. And it's my turn to play guitar. It's always Christmas in this bar.
Rich Kruger, everybody. All right, and yeah, I was playing piano and singing backup and in the audience. It was a magical place back then. Now Kenny has passed away. His kids have taken over it, and instead of hanging up new art, they hang up new screens all the time. And yeah, we miss the place. But let's zip away. Now, since we've seen Don the Beachcomber, it only seems right that we've got to check out Hinky Dinks. Or that was a place that was started by a guy a long time ago. Hinky Dink, of course, was also the name of a great Chicago alderman, started by a guy named Victor Bergeron. Now, eventually he went to Don the Beachcomber's place and was so impressed that he thought, I've got to make my own version of this. So your host, Trader Vic, your host at Hinky Dinks, here in Oakland, formerly opened the new Bamboo Room, which was basically a Don the Beachcomber room. And then Victor Bergeron decided to make the whole thing into Trader Vic's, where you can see a werewolf drinking a pina colada, and his hair was perfect. Redid the whole place to look like this, kind of a almost like on steroids version of Don the Beachcomber, with palm trees and everything, and tiki heads and idols and Easter Island looking heads, and overseeing everything, making his scientific looking drinks. Victor Bergeron himself. Let's chat with Trader Vic here with his lab coat.
Hi there. I'm Vic Bergeron. Welcome to Trader Vic's, home of the original Mai Tai.
Don the Beachcomber just told us that
Anyone who says I didn't invent the Mai Tai is a dirty stinker.
I wouldn't want to be called a stinker. Hey, did you see a werewolf here with perfect hair?
That's our London location. Swing by on your Halloween crawl.
All right. Pretty nice place you have here.
Only the best for our Trader Vic's regulars. We have locations all around the world, so no matter where you roam, you always feel like you have a slice of the Pacific waiting for you.
What can you recommend to drink? We've already had a lot of rum.
Not to worry. Try one of my other originals, the Eastern Sour. Rye bourbon, orgeat, lime juice, orange juice, and simple syrup to sweeten it up. You won't miss the rum, I promise.
Oh, I bet I won't. Sounds like a winner. One of those.
Coming right up. Next time you see Don Beach, you tell him Trader Vic is going to blow him out of the water.
Blow him out of the water. Just like Peter Pan and Hook. All right, so Trader Vic's eventually did in fact have locations all over the place. I went to the Atlanta location one time myself during Dragon Con. Inside of the Chicago one looked about like this. It was written up in the Good Time Manual in Oakland in 1972. It was 257 places in the Bay Area where people under 30 are going, or should be going. Look at these two keeping on trucking. Trader Vic's is expensive with a capital dollar sign. If this turns you off, go on to the next article. Now, if you're still with us, read on. It's got taste bud stimulators if you're thirsty. The rum portables deliver a wallop. 4 of them to try. The Scorpion for 4 persons. Dr. Funk of Tahiti. These all still ran. The hot buttered rum, strong, spicy, and not too sweet, $1.25. I didn't pay that. I wouldn't have paid that much for it. The time that I had the hot spice butter rum, which comes in a skull glass and they set it on fire, I would have only been like, 22, 23. It couldn't have cost that much or I would not have gotten it. Because these days I'm a little more apt to splurge a little bit on cocktails, but still I gotta kind of keep things under budget a little bit if I can. Let's move on a little bit now that we've seen Trader Vic. Let's go to the Edgewater Beach Hotel up here in Chicago, just not too far away from where I am right now. I pass the Edgewater Beach apartments all the time, and the inside of this, it wasn't exactly Tiki, but it was right on the beach before they expanded Lakeshore Drive, and did have things like palm trees and palm leaves on the inside, which is not something you run across all the time here in Chicago. Fantastic place. It was known as a really fancy place. Adam Langer just wrote, some years back, he wrote a big series for the Chicago Reader where he interviewed people who worked for this place and their memories of it. And they all remembered how much wild security they had the time that Gandhi came, which was very weird because Gandhi was definitely never there. Here's a little bit of the music that they used to play in there. Vintage.
A little ditty that's sweet and simple. You'll get the swing of it soon, for here's a tune that any child can sing. D stands for dimple. The words are silly, the song is simple. And after hearing it once, the dumbest dunce can memorize the thing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, you can't go wrong. Oh, say it's bound to sound like some other song. But God knows it's simple, so get together and let's be simple. I don't know whether or not you knew they call this classic I Love You.
All right, everybody, why don't we just kind of move on here? That was a song about singing a song, making it simple to last your whole life long, and not even worrying that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. All right, down in Palm Beach, Florida, sat Dude Dodge's Marine Show Bar with featuring on Friday Alan DiBiasio, the world's lousiest piano, as earth-shaking as the atom bomb. Just what you want to go see. Now, this was the kind of act that they had there. This is back when this kind of cabaret scene was quite a bit more interesting. This is probably not Elaine May. Elaine Gay and Smilin' Jack, the hilarious hillbillies. Really don't want to sit through that show. Alan Sterling and his piano and parodies. Dude Dodge's Marine Show Bar. We still get stuff like this all over the place. Just go to any given bar where they have a cabaret night, like the Le Piano, where every week Daryl sings the beer song, which goes do, with which I buy my beer. Ray, the guy I buy it from. Me, for whom I buy the beer. Far the distance to the store, so I think I'll have a beer. La 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 la. Tea, no thanks, I'll have a beer, and that will bring us back to dough. Also, Everett Engerson, who entertained people by putting on a fake nose and making gestures that kind of seem vaguely either obscene or racist. Possibly they would not have to him at the time, but that doesn't mean that they weren't. Or Flash, Sam the Joker's risque comedy show. Now, most famously about this place, as risque as it was, one time when that Elvis Presley kid came in, they turned him away because of his long hair. He looked a little too ragged for their taste. People wanted to sit there and listen to Bob Silva and his pantomime piano and his risque comedy, not have to see these greasy fellas like that. All right, everybody, so speaking of piano parodies, here's Mary Crowell.
Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plant for the best drinking you'll never find. That man, did he just string you along, spinning you a yarn or a line? What's left when three rights make a wrong? Darling, have some fruit of the vine. Out of spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. Why not try the labyrinth? Oh yeah, oh yeah, Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. Medusa brought a statue along, carrying a bass and guitar. Set up with a nap and a song, Galatea's rocking the bar. Out of spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. We're singing at the labyrinth. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. He left when you had fallen asleep. You pitied him and gave him a clue. Get lost, you said when he came to weep. Darling, to your fate no be true. Out of spirits or creme de menthe, life is cruel to the nth. But how about that labyrinth? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth. We're gonna leave the poor behind. Meet me at the labyrinth plinth for the best drinking you'll never find. The best drinking you'll never find. The best drinking you'll always find.
Crow, the Mad Doctor of Alabama. Yeah, I saw a mention of Rusty Warren out in the comments section. This is her Songs for Sinners. Exactly like a live recording of the kind of stuff that probably went on at Dude Dodge's Marine Show bar. Why don't we hyperspace over all across the ocean and check out Butlin's Holiday Camp? This was a whole series of resorts all around the UK. And what passed for entertainment in the UK back in the mid-20th century. Schedules included things like sensational stick dancing, the Take Potluck Show, the Fabulous Limbo, roller skating, a swimming gala, the Grandma of the Week competition, children's own competition. This is for October 63. The Red Coat Show, whist drives, fancy dress parties, indoor heated swimming pool, and film shows. Even an old-time music hall, so you could all get together and sing Any Old Iron or My Old Man Said Follow the Van. Now, there were also things for young people besides children's competitions. There were also like rock bands that would play every week, such as Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, who as of October of 1963 would have lost their drummer, Mr. Ringo Starr, when he went to join some other band. Big mistake on his part. There was really steady employment over there at Butlin's Holiday Camp for a rock and roll band. There's a video of their Tiki show, which Eli and Melissa have helpfully added some Mystery Science Theater track to.
Hula Hula Girls.
Yes, nothing says hula like pasty Brits.
We're not in Tahiti or Hawaii. This beachcomber bar is in a Skegness holiday camp, where at this moment, the first hippie hula hula contest in Britain is underway.
Stupid
Who's got the
hippies.
most authentic wiggle?
Authentic? No.
Margaret Thatcher, Britain's top hula judge.
So like this.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Here's where the rum comes in.
Yeah,
You can
finally.
find pirates pick me up, or a missionary's downfall, a Cologne kiss, or bingo, a planter's punch that's a real knockout.
How do you like my wiggle, sir?
I guess he needed more?
In this bar, you could fancy yourself lost in the Pacific, unless those exotic drinks make you fighting mad, like the old pirates who used to invade the Polynesian peace and the
Sorry,
hula-hula
honey,
rhythm
this
of
makes
the
me
dancing
mad
that
enough to
goes with
slug
it.
you like a pirate.
Hello, handsome.
Now, which are the girls with the snaky hips that you'd soonest be shipwrecked with on a coral island?
The
That's
pasty
what
one with
we
the microphone?
beachcombers are here to find out, and it's alluring.
Good thing we wore
That is,
our
they're
hula
picking the
skirts to
girls in
dinner.
pairs. No rationing here.
Well, there's the ass in the grass. All we need is gas and we ride for free.
This is hula-ing, right?
And now at this paradise
Oh, I
of the
like them
northern
all. It's
seas,
so hard to
it's the moment
choose.
of truth.
Tens,
and there'll be
tens,
champagne for
tens
the two
across
who've
the
most
board.
evoked Hawaii's charm. There's nothing like bubbly for getting things really going.
Yes,
it's
tiki
men,
bubbly,
not girls,
not
that need
rum.
persuading when it comes to dancing anything outlandish.
Oh, I'm done.
Come on, chance your arm.
Ooh, tiki-like.
Never mind, give this
On the
guy the
railway
champagne.
stations, they used to tell us Skegness was bracing, but they never warned
Ah!
you might expect a
Works
tropical
like-
storm as bracing as this.
Uh-oh. I think someone left the shower running. The gods have been angered by all our celebrating.
Tiki no like.
Here, the crocodile
Hey,
reigns
Steve,
supreme.
remember when Rock was young?
I just realized I have a major question. Was the Crocodile Rock one particular song or an entire different genre that Elton John is singing about here? Because if they thought it would last, it can't have just been one song, right? There have to have been like a whole genre of Crocodile Rock for those whose real kicks were holding hands and skimming stones and drove around in gold Chevys. Let's move on a little bit here. Here in Chicago, underneath the shadow of the Intercontinental Hotel, formerly the Medina Athletic Club, stood The old Tiki Ports, one of the last operating tiki places in Chicago. Tiki Ports was full of different kinds of rooms, like a Singapore room, there was a Hawaii room, and there's still a little bit of a relic left of this here. If we go around the side of it, now one thing that a lot of tiki bars tended to have was a lava wall, a whole wall of lava rocks. Yeah, crocodile rocks. Is it like the Monster Mash where we've never actually seen it, or the beautiful Tennessee Waltz? We've only heard about it, really. But right up here, even today, the lava wall still stands from the old balcony. I was about to say it was probably like where the smoker's patio. No, you would have just smoked in this place. But one relic still standing. Tiki Ports. Of course, this was all based on Tiki by Thor Heyerdahl, who was trying to wrote a book trying to establish that people could have ended up from the Hawaii area all the way down into the Polynesians. I knew about it mainly because there was a parody of it on Tiny Toons when I was a kid. Here we see a bit of an advertisement for it. Things you could do in 1973 in Chicago. Go see the Batmobile. I'm sure it was really the original one that was actually in the show, too. Go to Tiki Ports. Inside of the Sheraton, now the Intercontinental, was not only the clip joint, a bogus barber shop where you have lunch and I don't know, I kind of want to know what that was all about. Like a barber shop themed bar, but they have lunch. Luncheon and late evening fun. Tiki Ports, the Camelot. Great lunch, great drinks, great sounds of music. Hopefully knights having a fight. Blacksmith Steakhouse, the best steakhouse in town. And the Anvil Lounge. I'm kind of like, the Anvil Lounge has got to be connected to the blacksmith place, right? All right. Black and white shot of the inside of it. Showing, of course, a massive tiki idol. We can see a bit of the Saigon room. And a bit of Singapore Joe's room. And the Papit room. To tell you about another drink about Tiki, here's my dad.
Aloha! Welcome to Tiki Ports, Chicago. I'm Rich, the beach bum, your bartender. How many people do you have with you tonight?
About 1,000.
What? That's a lot of people. But I guess we're virtual here, so we can squeeze them in.
Of course we can. Listen, just like Thor Heyerdahl did when he traveled from South America to Polynesia, I travel too. I go from Chicago down to Georgia and Jekyll Island, and that's where I created the Jekyll Island Coaster. Nothing could be simpler. Fill a Collins glass, or any glass for that matter, with ice. Add 1 part melon liqueur or Midori, 2 parts Southern Comfort. Top it off with cranberry juice. Give it a stir, a little splash of lime juice, and garnish with an umbrella and a lime wedge. Nothing could be simpler. Come back sometime soon, and I'll teach you how to make the drink that Mom likes. Cheers.
We are going to zip ahead into history so we can find out the drink Mom likes, too.
The last time I saw you at Tiki Chicago, I promised that the next time we met, I would tell you about drink Mom likes. And I'm happy to share the recipe with you. In a rocks glass, or tiki mug, if you have one, mix 1.5 ounces of coconut rum, 2 ounces of Arnold Palmer, which is half lemonade and half iced tea, and 3 ounces of V8 Mango Splash. This is a wonderful drink. I've never met anybody, a mom, a mother-in-law, or anyone who doesn't love it.
I'm going to challenge you on that.
Back to you, Adam.
That's the scent they used at Fantastic Sam's for the shampoo. I need another opinion here.
Oh, so apparently Adam wants evidence. I have 2 moms right here who can attest to it.
Adam, I'm your mom. I love it.
And I'm her mom, and I love it too.
Cheers.
All right. I am obligated to take their word for it. Let's zip. let's zip towards the end of this sort of thing. So this was tiki culture in the 1950s. Now, where does it go from here? You've got things like, by the 1970s, it had become kind of a joke to a lot of people after it appeared on things like The Brady Bunch. And,
This Captain Jack will get you high tonight and take you to your special island.
you know that song uses some of the same words that turn up in the Whitechapel Club theme song. I knew it from stuff like this.
Yama yama.
How in the world was this still acceptable in the 80s?
Rhode Island has real apple bits on every island. And with cherry, orange, and lemon taste to please King Yama Yama. Oh, how does it taste? Oh, mighty King.
Yama yama.
Rhode Island's brand cereal is part of this complete breakfast.
Yama yama. You can say it too.
I think Fruit Island might have actually been also the birthplace of King Hippo, another version of tiki culture that drifted into the 1980s. But now we've got much fancier tiki bars, such as 3 Dots and a Dash here in Chicago, which is down in the basement, kind of near the old courthouse. Has much more expensive drinks and almost always surf music, not the kind of exotica that you used to hear in tiki bars years ago. That's kind of the when the people talk about modern tiki bars, when they're talking about the ones that are really correct, it's because they play exotica, not surf. But of course, it's also been popularized by things like the Enchanted Tiki Room over at Disney World, which would have been the first time I was ever in a tiki room. In the tiki... let's not get that stuck in our heads. Let's just have one more song here from our man James Davis of May Haley's Grave.
Oh, hi everyone. This is James Davis from May Haley's Grave. Today I'm not coming at you from the Deep South as normal, but from the Tracy Aviary in Salt Lake City, as I've been journeying way out west, and this is where I find myself. I believe the closest thing to tiki I can find in Salt Lake City is flamingos. Though that still may not be regionally correct. However, I do got a little number for you. Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back and belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. It was a zombie jamboree, took place Rose Hill Cemetery. Said it was a zombie jamboree, happened in Rose Hill Cemetery. Zombies from all over the land, some of them were great Californians. And since the season was carnival, they got together and barked and all. Everybody say back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. And back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. One female zombie wouldn't behave. She said she want me for a slave. In one hand holding quarter wine, in the other she pointing she'll be mine. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, that bag of bones I cannot love. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, that bag of bones I cannot love. Everybody sing back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already. Back to back, belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Leave me folks, I have to run. Zombie husband just ain't no fun. I said, oh no, my turtle dove, that bag of bones I cannot love. Right then and there she raised her feet and said, I'm gonna get you now, my sweet. I'm gonna make you call me sweetie pie. I said, oh no, get back, you lie. Everybody's in the back to back, belly belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already and back to back. Belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. Back to back and belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already and back to back. Belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. I may be lying, but you will see. I've been kissed this dead zombie. Never such a horror in all my life. Can you imagine me with a zombie wife? Back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already and back to back and belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. All the zombies say brains. Oh yeah, I'm back to back, belly to belly, but I don't give a damn, cause I'm dead already and back to back and belly to belly at the zombie jamboree. At the zombie jamboree. At the zombie jamboree. Brains.
James Davis, everybody's. That was our show for today. Now, that song was also once recorded by a guy called The Charmer, who later came to be known as Louis Farrakhan. Not a guy that you actually want to run into in a cemetery. He does not treat it like a jamboree. Trust me on this one. Don't want to run into him anywhere, really. Well, all right, everybody. I'll put a little bit of Benny Goodman back on just so you know where you are tonight. You know where you are. And thanks a lot, everybody. Eventually, the Benny will start here. Here we go. Right?
Presenting Benny Goodman and his music.
All right. Just hanging out for a quick bit tonight. I'm really exhausted and I still want to get all these PDFs made out of all of today's research. There's so much cool stuff. More letters between Harriet Monroe and her secret lover, and a picture of how he looked at the time. Just about everybody that she had any kind of crush on at any point in her life was way, way older than she was. And she was in her 30s and all. It wasn't like she was young and underage.
Benny Goodman, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the torrid clarinet and the even more torrid band who purveys assorted rhythms, all danceable, in the urban room of the Congress Hotel in Chicago. And first of all,
yeah, do check out the regulars page for picnic info.
Blue Sky.
Maybe am I around for that? I know I got a school group coming up here soon. That's not that long a one. Thank you, Marita. You guys don't know where these buttons are. More stuff about Harriet Monroe and her secret lover are going to be on Patreon. I will reveal everything. Hey, happy birthday, Sarah. Yeah, Critter Keeper, the mysterious Chicago Regulars and Miles fan club on Facebook. That is the Regulars group. Where they post information about things like meetups and hangouts. Ember is down over here enjoying a little bit of box time. Sorry about that, Lynn. Glad you're here now, though. AI viewers? That doesn't sound... What would be the... Are the AI viewers going to tip me? People asking about the regulars group are generally not people who are asking on Facebook. usually over on YouTube. This person on Twitch just gave me a link for AI viewers. Why? I admit AI can do some useful stuff, like analyzing documents and stuff. Technical documents. Like sorting things. Legal stuff. Yeah, Critter, I hear you. I work there. I work in that space. That's where most of my viewers are. The vast majority of the comments for this are on Facebook. Yeah, Critter, we've tried that, but you can now tune in on YouTube, you can tune in on Twitch. They're all probably owned by horrible people too. Good night, David. We could always start like a Blue Sky group chat, I guess. All right, be yourself, Bob. Well, all right, everybody. I am going to take off and get back to work on cataloging today's research and seeing what I can work in. Yesterday for the morning mini tour, we talked about this unmarked grave. Today I found another version of her manuscript life story where she specifically says she wants her grave to be unmarked. Very interesting to find something like that. Well, all right, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm Adam from Mysterious Chicago Tours, and you all to stay safe, stay strong. Help me stay strong.